Yo, what's good, man? It's MCC, LOUD, celebrity trainer, Sam McCloud. Where you fit boxing, cardio, kickboxing. West side is the best side, you dig? So, man, we up, man. It's Saturday morning, about 6 a.m. and some change. Normally, getting it popping about 4 a.m., 5 o'clock. But you know, it's the weekend, Saturday, so you know, Thug decided to sleep in a little bit, you know what I mean? Now, while most of y'all are still asleep or just getting up, won't even watch this video till later, you know what I mean? This is an example of being dedicated to the grind, man. Ain't no days off, you know what I mean? Even on your rest days, still should be doing something, you know what I mean? Something productive, even if it's not exercise. But I wanted to make a quick video, man, to talk about facts versus feelings versus facts, all right? Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings, all right? And feelings don't have a motherfucking thing to do with facts. We live in a world where everybody wants to feel good, you know what I mean? They want to feel good even though most of them don't feel good. They don't feel good about their lives. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel good about the reflection of what they see in the mirror. But they pretend like they do. And they want everybody else to go along with their delusion or with that pretend world that they make up for themselves. Why do you think the powers that be are coming up with the metaverse? You know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with reality. Well, crazy people don't want to deal with reality. Us normal people, we ain't got no choice because that's what we live in, the real world. But crazy people, they don't want to deal in reality. They want to deal in this delusional make-believe la-la land to where everything works according to how they feel and how they feel things should go, instead of dealing with the realities of life and how things really go and how to surpass, overcome, and get around those things, because that requires work on so many different levels. And like I say with my training, you're always constantly working. You're always constantly learning. You don't never have enough knowledge, you know what I mean? That's why I'm constantly on the grind myself. You know, I lead by example with my clients. And I give you an example. When I first started training, you know what I mean, I experienced a lot of hate because I'm not from this world. Like, I'm a street dude at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yes, I was raised two-parent household, pretty much middle-class upbringing, but, you know, I always had love for the streets, and that is in my blood because that's where my family come from. So, you know, I was always kind of, you know, on both sides of the line when it came to that, you know what I mean? And the allure of the streets, you know, like it does a lot of young black men, it captured me for a long time. You know, I lived off of my street credibility. I lived off my reputation, you know what I mean, of cats knowing how I got down. But, you know, as you get older, you learn in life, that shit don't lead nothing but prison, death, you know what I mean? And you can't really monetize any of it, you know what I mean? Like, you got cats now getting out of prison and they telling their stories on YouTube and monetizing stuff like that. But, you know what I mean, half your life is gone. You know, you in your 40s, spent 20 years in prison, and now you finally starting to see some paper telling your old war stories. To me, that's not a good trade-off, but to each his own. But I'm saying all that to say, when I first started, I got a lot of hate, you know what I mean, little fitness dudes or whatever. Oh, you know, his physique, you know, isn't all of that or this, that, and the third. Them not understanding, man, I ain't never gave a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? I've been all natural my whole life. So anytime even somebody, like, you know, on Facebook, people try to insult you, I want you to go eat some steroids. That shit was always a compliment to me because I'm like, damn, I look like I'm on steroids. Even though I know, like I said, I'm never not. I mean, my body fat ain't low, you know what I mean? You know, I ain't one of these big super muscular dudes. So for somebody to use that as an insult was always a compliment. FYI, appreciate it. But that's what I represented, like the regular dudes, you know what I mean, that we just work out and we get it in. We not these extra pointy fitness dudes that's walking around all like, nah, we ain't none of them cats, because all that shit is fugazi anyway, most of them dudes, you know. Cream pumps, one bust a grape. You know what I mean? So when people don't or aren't cut from the same cloth, it's hard for them to resonate with the real. You know what I mean? Because they used to all the fake shit because they're fake themselves. You know what I mean? You come to work out, you know, you need an instructor that's about business. You know what I mean? Not that fluffy feel good shit. As you see, I got my camouflage on. You know what I mean? I know how to have a good time, and you know, I think I'm a pretty fun guy. But at the same time, when it's time to get this work, let's get this work. When you go to boot camp, the drill instructor isn't trying to appease to your feelings. No, he's there to get you battle ready and prepared to be a fucking soldier. Well, I take my training in the same light because that's how I was raised, and through my journeys in life as a young man to a grown man that I am now, that is how I always move, with a military mind. So I take that approach to everything in life. Ain't no clown shit going on over here, man. Ain't no weak shit going on over here. So potential clients, I always, you know, want them to understand, like, you know, you can go somewhere and get the bullshit and get overcharged and, you know, may see results, may not see results, eventually fall off, or, you know, whatever. But you come work with me, I'm gonna teach you a lifestyle, how to survive out here. It ain't just about working out. You know, I'm a reality-based dude. I don't deal in fairy tales and delusions. And a lot of people can't handle that. You know, recently they had the little AI thing where they would put the pictures in the AI generator and it would show them how they would look if they were a certain weight, or they looked sorry. I didn't do shit, but I seen a lot of people post it and they were happy, like, ooh, I be killing it. But I'm thinking to myself, but that ain't really you though. You don't really look like that. That's a computer AI generated image. That's not how you really look. That's how you would look if you put in the work to improve yourself. But that's not reality. But people were so geeked off of that, and it's like, it goes back to the original message. Facts over feelings. Feelings don't give a fuck about, you know, facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. You know, you don't really look like that. You know what I mean? So the question is, are you gonna put in the work to start looking like that, to even get close to that? Or are you just okay with the delusion and the bullshit? Like, are you okay with that? You know what I mean? And that's in everything in life. You know, a lot of people are winning on Facebook, winning on social media, but they're losing in real life. You know what I mean? But they're okay and happy with just the image. Even though inside they're dying, inside they're miserable, inside, you know, they're in bad health, they're in bad shape, they got all kind of stuff going on, but they want to look like, oh, I'm winning and I'm having the time of my life and I'm vacationing and I'm doing all this on social media. And it's like, yeah, you get the likes, you get the little praise, oh, you live your best life, girl, or whatever, but at the end of the day, when all that dust settles, when all that is done, you still got to deal with your real life. And then most of the time, it's nothing of what you're trying to portray online. You know what I mean? So again, whether it's in training, whether it's just in everyday life, it's hard to deal with a person that's rooted and based in reality when you're not. You know, you're always going to bump heads and clash because I'm not going to entertain your delusions. You know, it's like a stud. You know, that is mental illness all day. Trans, mental illness. Like, just because you pretend to be a man, ma'am, I'm not going to treat you like a man. I'm going to treat you like a woman. And if that offends you, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to entertain your delusion or mental illness. Vice versa. I remember I was working at a gym and we had a seminar where they were saying that if people come in and they want to use the women's restroom, that you have to honor what they choose to call themselves, all, you know, all that pronoun bullshit. And I laughed, and the instructor was like, well, what's funny? I said, yeah, because I'm not doing that. Like, if I'm here working and it's a man and I know physically it's a man, I'm not letting him go in the women's bathroom. Not on my watch if I see it. Now, if I don't see it, it is what it is. But if I'm there cleaning up, whatever, and I see a dude trying to go in the women's bathroom, nah, homie, men's bathroom, nah. Well, I don't give a fuck what you pretend to be or what you call yourself. I'm not entertaining that dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? Facts over feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. The facts, you're a man. You're going in the man's bathroom. You're not going in the woman's. That's it. You know what I mean? So, again, surviving in this world when you got common sense and when you're normal is getting harder and harder because people love to entertain bullshit. People love to live in delusion. People love to be all in their feelings about everything. And when you present facts and reality, everybody's mad. Everybody's offended. You're all of a sudden a negative person. And it's sheer craziness. But it is what it is. You gotta be strong enough to stand 10 toes down in your convictions and what you believe in. And fuck all the outside noise. Like, y'all can do all that. God got me. You know what I mean? And that's whether you're in business, in your life, you're at your workplace. I mean, I said all the time, I'm not trying to be a savior. I'm not trying to lead my people nowhere. Those that are like-minded, those that seek me out and want to become a part of my tribe, that's part of the resistance, as I like to call it, then you are more than welcome. But all the people that choose to live in delusion and be crazy and be in their feelings all the time, man, hey, perish. Perish, as far as I'm concerned. Because there's nothing anybody can do to help you until you want to help yourself. As long as you are in that state of mind or in that space, there's nothing anybody can do for you anyway. You know what I mean? It's like people being depressed and stuff like that. You want to be in that place. If not, then you would drag yourself out of it. Because plenty of us had to do it. You're not the only one that has experienced those emotions or feelings. But those of us that choose to drag, we're not staying there. You can stay there, but we're not staying there. We're going to battle through, we're going to get past it, we're going to overcome it, we're going to keep on moving forward. And that's just the bottom line. So yeah, man, a little motivational message, man, again. Facts over feelings. Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. Take it for what you will, man. I'm going to go ahead and get these sets in early morning Saturday, little boot camp. And y'all be easy out there, man. Remember, stay positive, stay encouraged, stay motivated, man. And keep grinding, keep moving forward. You dig? What side is the best side? Warrior Fit Boxing, cardio, kickboxing. Youts. One.
Got a new client for you. I know you like a challenge. We're gathering information on possible locations. I'll send you the target spec now.
I'm definitely the best man for the job. If not, then you wouldn't have called me. But I don't do business over the phone. I'll send you my rates, and you let me know when you're ready to get the job done. Are we clear?
Nothing is true.
Other men are limited by their morality or law. Remember,
Everything is permitted.
we work in the darkness to serve the light.
We are assassins.